Hi, sir. Welcome to eCell. I am Nandini Roy, the VCP of Marketing and Networking. And along with us, we have Ridhima Sharma, who is the co-head of the content writing department. She'll be noting down all the important points and the gist of the entire interview. So let us begin with the interview. So we've researched a lot about you, but we want to know something from your side, the things that we are unaware about.
About this IT company, my company.
So about you, your company, everything as a whole.
Okay. Yeah. So from starting, I should tell you, in lockdown we have started our this IT company called Gausa Technology. We were just a freelancer type. Me and my one of my partners, Swapnil Adsul. It's also from my batch only. So basically, we just want to do anything, but we don't have any leads, none of fund. We don't have anything. So we were just thinking of, okay, we should start blindly. So we just started blindly. We were just making some digital cards, graphic works, etc., etc., very minor works. After that, we have got some reference. We have also got some losses, and we just got connected to some of the big clients in IT industry. It as a work, TCS, and we were become a vendors for them also, a developing team vendor. And I am a business web developer. The deals and whole company is run by myself only, and my partner Swapnil. He's a one of the best technician in our IT batch from KC College. He's one of the best developer also, I can tell you. So after that, we have gone to our HOD, and we have just talked about our company. She was very happy with this also. And after that, you'll get my reference. Yeah.
So when did you decide that you wanted to establish your company in the technology industry? Because it's very competitive. Many people come into this market. So when was your moment when you decided that I want to do this business or I want to start this venture?
Can you repeat? I just got a call. That's why your voice has been muted. Can you repeat this question?
Yes. When did you decide that you wanted to establish your company in the technology industry? Because this field is very competitive. So many people keep coming in this market. So when was that moment when you realized that this is what you wanted to do?
So I just got some reference for this. So I'll just tell you. Before opening this company, I have got many of the people saying, "Okay, there are in India or in a state, there are the 500 IT companies. No, sorry, 600 IT companies get started a day, and 600 IT companies get closed a day. The ratio." So we just want to become that. If this is a ratio of getting start and getting end, so what should we are doing? We should be a best out of them, na. So we were little much depressed about this thing only. Okay, what if we are opening this thing? So what will be our future in this? But in lockdown, before first September, I have decided that I will just open this company because I have this knowledge of hardware from my childhood only. I got my cyber cafe, my daddy's cyber cafe. So I just want to go in this IT field from starting only. But by my support of my partner, we were like, "Okay, we'll just do. We'll just see what will be happen. We'll just do." After that, we have opened this company and for September 1st in lockdown, and we have just got some blind period for getting settled for this because our lectures and all were online, and our study was also online. So we were getting this blind spot for many time, and we have just taken the advantage of this thing. We were not sitting at home.
So as you mentioned that your dad owns a cyber cafe. So do you think that influenced you in some way that you took up technology as a field in college and pursued?
Definitely from childhood. Definitely.
How did it
from
affect
childhood.
you? I wanted to know that.
Because from childhood only, I was not playing with the toys. I was just playing with that computers only. I didn't play with any toys. I just I was just playing with the computer only. From childhood, I was the best in computers. After that, the basic things of the computer everyone knows. But how does it be? How does the computer is made? What is the software? It's it is a future process. So just I just want to learn this thing also. But
Nice.
to be honest, in first year, I was blind about this whole thing. I was like, I don't know anything. So I was like little much upset. What should I do? What should I do? I was not learning any subject of first year. I also got 2-3 KTs. But in this sixth semester, I'm the best one. I know everything about this IT field.
So how did you build your, you said you got KTs in the first sem. So how did you build your interest in subjects that you didn't know?
Yeah, so basically in first year, how much KT I got. After that, in lockdown, we have learned many things about. We have got virtual experience in this thing, virtual and real client experience, and how in the last year, in last year we can got to know learn about this thing, how to talk with client, what is the project management, and how does the service we provide to the client. This all we have really learned by our own self in second year only, and we have got our own experience in second year. So to analyze this thing and to put this thing in the paper, that is our easy job for us.
So where do you want to see your business when it grows up? Maybe after 5 years, 10 years?
We just want we see basically now I have 7 people team. Yeah, so we just want to make my company as a product based company, and just we are working for that only. We are working for a very different product which abroad people are also using, but in another way. So my company is just looking for any a different product we should launch in our market. So we just want to take it on to another level, but not as uh, not as we just want now and now. We'll just take a time, and the time will make us sure that our product is good or not.
Definitely, sir. So what is your target audience and how do you convince them to buy your product?
So from starting only, how much I deal with my client. So all communication skills is also a main part, and it's also play a main role in this thing, right? So first, the basic mentality of Indian clients, I should tell you, Indian clients, is that they want a trial, right? They want a trial, and trial is a main keyword to the success now, I guess. But we will just analyze, or we'll just give one trial to the clients, and if they are happy with that thing, we will just get some normal cost. But after this thing, we can get the more benefits, right?
So is there any strategy, particular format that you go through while, convincing them or while giving them trials?
No, there is not any particular things. It's just about how you talk to a client. There are many see, all people have different mentalities. In IT companies, they do not trust anyone. But in our company, we just need to start a project. So we just need to show a prototypes to the client, and before that, IT company mainly do the projects in the phase wise: first phase, second phase, third phase, fourth phase, right? So we also need the payment method also: advance payment, first phase payment, second phase payment. But client doesn't trust anyone before paying advance payment, right? So that's the main point, and that's the main thing. Firstly, we have to we have to build a trust for our client, that we are gonna make your project as you want. And for many clients, we have to show before taking an advance money. So that's the main point they use, and they assign a project to us.
So how do you build this trust and how do you, keep this trust intact? Because, once the project is over, the same client must come back to you. So how do you maintain that trust level?
By providing our service. We see there are many IT companies which, if for example, I'll tell you, if you are making a one website, right, your project has been get over, but after that thing you just want to change this button, or you just want to change this background, some little minor changes, right, some normal UI changes, yeah, but IT company will charge you for that thing. Okay, your project has been over, we are just charging. For avoiding this thing and to make a trust for client, you have to do that for free. That is the main point. If you are taking these minor charges at this level, there will be no interact with the client now. Then he'll just think he's just doing for money. But after doing these little things, you will just get more projects. Nah,
Yes, sir, definitely.
that's client also thinks for that thing. You know, he has done this thing for me, so it's I also refer anyone for this company, and these guys are making the project for us. But for future also, they'll just give our reference to anyone. No?
Yes, sir. So your app Apna Prachar has received a marvelous rating of 4.4 stars on Google Play Store. What were the main factors that enabled you to reach this level?
This Apna Prachar, right? I also made one app, our story app. I guess it's a Bible app for California. One of my clients from California. It's like
So give us some
Netflix
more.
only. Sorry.
So we need more details on the second app that you made. Just share some
Oh,
story.
okay. I'll just share you. I guess it's in developing mode, but I'll share you in some while that link of that app. It's in App Store, I guess, because it's from California. Mainly the people using App Store only. That app, iOS. So Apna Prachar was an app which is just a promoting app. But for startups, you just need there are many people who just want to promote their self in villages type. It's a rural area app, I guess. So sorry, urban area app. So people just want to add their things in that thing, so their names and the logos. Doesn't want to edit like a Photoshop. They just want some simple steps and they will get their posters. It was like that only.
How do you work towards being motivated enough to achieve your goals? How do you keep yourself motivated? Because after some time, the motivation level goes down. So how do you keep yourself motivated?
Sometimes there are many situations we face, like the many losses also in this company, that we are providing the service but client are not satisfied by my service. I have to, many times we also get in many complications that we have just some less time to provide our project, and how to make sure about this thing. So we are just tackling that thing. I just start to add the people and just finish their project as soon as possible. That's the main point I'm doing. If I'll shut down my things and I'll just stay away from that thing, it will just give me a loss and loss. But by tackling this situation, if I'm not earning anything from one project, but that doesn't mean that I'll not earn from another project also, right? So set sacrificing at any one level, it's good, but not for future.
Yes, sir. Considering the fierce competition in today's business world, how would you highlight your company's competitive advantage? What different does your company bring to the table or offer to their clients, which is different from the other IT companies?
So my target is, as I told you about the product base. So we'll just try to launch a product which is useful to the in our daily life. In IT, there is many factors that people use to convey their daily life needs, right? Such as, if one I'll show you one example. There is one company, right, and they have many servers. So we have just built one website which is connected with the AWS APIs, and from one click and one stop, they can start the server, they can end the server. By this, the person who is owning the company, he'll get help to maintain their server, and he'll also get some low cost from AWS bill, right? So just we just use our daily life need to avoid this thing.
Among the diverse portfolio of applications developed by you, which app development was the most challenging and why?
Most challenging, that was that our app only, because it was like Netflix, and we and we were also have some less time to provide that app. That was the main challenging app for us, because it was built in some different technology like Flutter, and just we have to that convert it into Node.js and Android Studio. It was a main challenging app because we doesn't have more time. I was working from midnight 12 to 5 a.m, and my partner was working from 10 to 7. So we just work alternate, because I have to deal with client at night and he was working in morning for whole day. So it was more challenging for us.
How was your experience working on various technologies like Angular JS, artificial intelligence, graphic designing, etc.?
The graphic designing, it was very familiar to me because we were doing from its starting only. And Node.js, we have expertise in Node.js. But yeah, AngularJS, we have some challenges to uh, convey and adding the things to connect with front end and back end. It was some type of challenging because we have adopted the new technology, right? But we also got familiar with that thing also.
What is the most popular entrepreneurial advice that you agree or disagree with?
Yeah. Advice, right?
Yes, sir.
Many people told me that just increase your staff. Yeah, that's the key point I got. But if I am increasing my staff, I should also bring that much of project to my staff, right? And there is 10% of risks in that thing. If anyone spoils my project, anyone spoils my projects, the I have to give the answer to my client, and it's whole my responsibility to give the answer to my client. They are just working for me. They doesn't care that how this project mean to me, right? So the advice I've got from one person, I agree 50-50 to that thing.
Any advice you would like to give to the younger generation who are getting into this field?
Yeah. So firstly, I have talked to many students about this thing, and my junior also. They were like they want to start up, but they are not getting some kick that we should do. They are just aware. They are just afraid of getting funds, and doesn't have any backups, right? We also don't have any backup, but we were like we will do. And just main advice, build a team, familial team, not a outsourcing team, a familiar team to that. Your friends, your family, just build a team. Just start your business at a low cost. And firstly, you have to do it for free also. For many people, you have to do it for free also. Don't get in the thing that we just want to earn the money. It will never work for you. आफ्टर एक चीज बोलता हूँ, सब मुझे बहुत जन ने बोला था.
So your
हेलो.
camera went off. Yes, yes.
हाँ, हेलो. मुझे बहुत जन ने बोला था हिंदी में कि पहले अपना नाम कमाओ, फिर तुम्हारा नाम ही तुम्हारे लिए काम लाएगा. और अभी वही हुआ है.
So is there any resistance that you faced while you were building this company? Any problems that
In
you
which way?
faced?
Yeah. Many problems.
Family
I've,
problems.
I've, yeah. I've doesn't get any support from my family also. Yeah, but they were like, do you, as you want, but they were not sure that he'll do anything. They were like just doing, just let go, like that. So there were many, not a great support by my family also, but they were like, okay, do if you want.
Any change in the mindset that you would like to bring in the older generation, like parents or maybe elders? Because not
Yeah,
everyone understands entrepreneurship or new startups.
yeah. I should tell them, if the child is thinking to do anything before his age limit, right? There are many people. See, at 25 age, at the age of 25, many people earn, right? It's a basic thing. People are getting paid at age of 25. But before the age of 20, when you are in your college and you are doing your degree, right? It's your main goal to do work also, and you have to study also, right? And if the child is ready to work and study together, our parents should motivate them that yes, you should do. See, internships are also a great thing, but if they want to do a startup, they will get a virtual experience and also the real world experience. How to talk with client, how to manipulate the client, how to get a work from them, and how you should deliver your work, and they will that will create a great responsibility inside them.
So, how did you develop good communication skills since you have clients from abroad? You know, there is a communication gap. So, how did you fill that gap?
Communication, see, to deal with Indian clients is basically how we deal. We also know their mentality, so what they want. It's easy to deal with Indian client, but it's also that much easy to deal with abroad client, because they are just straightforward. We just want this thing, you will do, you not, right? And they doesn't want any particular thing, let I'll do tomorrow, I'll do that. They are just straightforward. If you want to do, you have to give me this work in this particular time, otherwise we'll just charge a penalty of day by day. So it's very easy to deal with abroad clients. They are very straightforward to you. Yeah.
So, any incident in college that, you know, that gave you this mindset that yes, I have to build a startup or begin with your own venture? Any incident that happened? Not in college, maybe in school or during your teenage life or childhood.
See, I just want to build my own business from childhood only. But I was thinking in another way and another field. But I was got motivated from one of my friend. He's also an entrepreneur. He has also built his travels company, and he just motivated me. Just, this is a basic thing you are doing from childhood. You should start building websites and apps. You also got a good team, and you also got a good communication skills with them. So just start. If anything happen, I'm standing back. But by the end, he was very supportive to me. But the way I was handling, he was just putting the things on me that you should do. If I'm standing, what should you do? So it was a great thing, and the trick he played with me got me up in life.
So, last but not the least question, any single line motivational quote or saying that you would like to tell today's generation or youngsters?
I've told you ना that thing कि नाम के पीछे काम के पीछे मत भागो, अपना नाम करो. नाम करोगे वही आपके लिए काम लाएगा, और डेफिनेटली वो वर्क किया है मेरे लिए. जितना मैंने काम किया है और मेरा नाम किया है, मेरा जो नाम सबके बीच में पहुंचा है, वही मेरे लिए काम आगे लेके आया है. अगर मैं अपने काम के पीछे भागता, पैसे के पीछे भागता, तो मेरा काम खाली उतना ही रहता. अगर मैं अपना नाम करने जाऊंगा, एग्जाम्पल अभी अमेजोन ने अपना नाम किया है, तो अमेजोन का नाम ही उसके लिए काम ला रहा है ना. कोई भी कंपनी का नाम ही उसके लिए काम ला रहा है. तो सिंपल थिंग, अपना नाम करो, नाम ही आपके लिए काम लाएगा, डेफिनेटली लाएगा.
So, please give us a shout out on Instagram, YouTube, and please
Just
ask
share me, I'll definitely give.
followers.
Just share me your Instagram, that this thing, URL and WhatsApp. I'll definitely give.
So, can we click a photo for posting it on Instagram.
Sure, sure.
Thank you, sir. So I'll stop recording.
Yes.